Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. J.J. Nelson now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll find Hall.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Murray. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. One man in the backfield, Murray on second and goal. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Eagles 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mayfield. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And Kansas City drafted Mecole Hardman, hoping he could be something of a Tyreek Hill clone. They're still trying to find his exact niche. He did have 41 catches last year, and he makes a nice one there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game with their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
To throw, Mayfield. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown! It's complete. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Mahomes. Now he steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And Sanders has got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Mayfield down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
The kick by Elliott is good. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the 2nd half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up for the first and goal.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down now, it's Murray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jerick McKinnon. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Mayfield off the play fake. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Get it together.
.33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down, Murray. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw, Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Baker. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mayfield to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down, it's Murray, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck